Like if you found the video valuable. The train left Ellsworth Junction at 12:09 a.m. Only 6 passengers boarded that cold, rainy night. By the time the train reached its final stop, only one remained. Her name was Claire Dawson, and she wasn't supposed to be there at all. 10:45 p.m., the lead. Claire was a rookie crime journalist, chasing a story no one wanted to print, a series of unsolved disappearances, all near abandoned train stops in rural counties. 7 missing people over 14 months. No witnesses, no connections. The common thread? All had bought tickets on the same overnight train line, Route 117. Claire's editor said she was wasting her time. So she went off the record. 11:30 p.m., the ticket. She arrived at Ellsworth Junction just before midnight. A near-empty platform, cold steel benches, a schedule board flickering like it hadn't been serviced in a decade. She bought her ticket with cash. The clerk barely looked up. "You sure you want the 12:09? "I'm sure." He handed it over without a word. 12:09 a.m., boarding. The train hissed into the station. 6 people boarded. Claire Dawson, 29, journalist. An older man in a trench coat. A young woman in headphones. A tired mother with a sleeping child. A man in a suit with no luggage. A teenager in a hoodie, chewing gum. Claire found a window seat near the back. Jotted descriptions of the others in her notebook. The plan. Ride the train to the end. Watch. Listen. Document anything unusual. The ride started smooth, quiet, peaceful even, until they reached mile 12. 12:41 a.m., first stop. The train slowed at an unmarked station. No platform lights, no signage, nobody got on, but when Claire looked up, the man in the trench coat was gone. She stood, looked around. His seat was empty, no footsteps, no sound of a door. She asked the conductor. He blinked slowly and said, there was no man in a coat. Claire frowned and sat back down. She rewound her voice recorder. Her own voice describing him was there. Then, just before she described his shoes. Static. 1:12 a.m., the girl in headphones. The second stop came without warning. Another unnamed station. Claire looked over. The girl in headphones was gone. No sign of struggle, no dropped items, just vanished. She checked the restroom, the dining car, nothing. The conductor told her there was no girl. Claire showed him her notes. She was sitting 3 rows ahead of me. He stared at the page. "Miss, I think you should sit down. Get some rest." She did. She didn't sleep. 1:45 a.m., the sleeper. At the next stop, the woman and her child disappeared. Claire saw them moments before, the boy curled under his mom's arm. She even smiled at Claire when their eyes met. Then the train passed a tunnel. And they were gone, seat cushions still warm. Claire now felt the hair rising on her arms. 4 down, 2 left, the man in the suit. And the kid in the hoodie. 2:03 a.m., the confrontation. Claire approached the teen. "Hey," she said, "did you see the others get off?" He looked up, annoyed. "What others?" "The people who were here. The girl, the older man, the mother and kid." He took out an earbud. "Lady, it's just been you, me, and that guy over there." Claire turned to the suited man. He was watching her, no blinking, no expression, just watching. 2:15 a.m., the file. Claire opened her bag. Inside was the manila folder with the case files she'd printed. 7 missing persons, all last seen boarding Route 117. She noticed something odd. All the names had dates, the last time each was seen. Each date was exactly 40 days apart. And tonight was the 8th 40-day mark. 2:39 a.m., the truth unfolds. The train stopped again. This time, the teen was gone. Claire stared in disbelief. Only the suited man remained, now seated across from her. He finally spoke. "You've done well. Most don't last this far." Her blood ran cold. "Who are you?" He smiled. "This train doesn't take people. It collects them." She backed away. "Where do they go?" "That depends." He pulled out a single envelope. Her name written on it. Inside, a photo. Her, sitting on the train, alone, taken just minutes ago. 2:50 a.m., the offer. He leaned in. "You can get off at the next stop. Walk away. Forget all of this. And if I stay, you'll know what happened to the others." She stared out the window. The tracks beyond were endless. She looked back. The man was gone. 3:03 a.m., final stop. The train hissed to a halt at an abandoned station. Fog rolled across cracked concrete. Claire stood. She walked to the door. It opened slowly. She stepped off. The platform was silent, not a soul in sight. She turned to look at the train. It was gone, not moving, gone. Epilogue 3 weeks later. Claire's story ran anonymously. The Route 117, Disappearances, a first-hand account. The article got 2 million reads in 48 hours. Authorities denied everything. The train line claimed the route was discontinued years ago. And no one remembered a Claire Dawson on their manifest. Her byline was removed, but every 40 days, a new article appears, brief, chilling, and unsigned. Just a title. I'm still on the platform.